Yo, what's going on everyone? It's Otto, and I got a game for you. This game here, Gatewalkers, really surprised me. It's kind of funny how I discovered it actually. I hop on my PC this morning, look on Discord, and I see my friend playing it. I'm like, oh, what is this? So I message him, and he's like, oh yeah, it's kind of like a dungeon crawler type, like Diablo-ish type thing, right? So it's like, oh, why didn't you tell me about it? So long story short, I download the game, and well, I didn't get off for about 9 hours. I couldn't stop. I wanted to know more about it. The more I learned, the more I played, the more interesting it was. And it's so diverse between the weapons and how the skills work and how the combos work later on in the game. And we'll show you some gameplay. Whoops. We will show you some gameplay later. But first, let's just talk about the game in general. So it is an alpha, and it does close tomorrow, unfortunately. I don't think there is an announcement on a beta or an actual release. I'm sure there's some fixing they need to do. Actually, I know there is. There's a few things that I think could be polished up. Like one thing, the user interface is not too friendly in some cases. Like for example, when you go to drop something, right? If you're playing co-op with a friend, and you go to drop an item for them or some materials, you can't drop in like individual numbers like 1, 5, 10, or 15, right? You have to drop the whole stack. So that's a huge inconvenience, I think. Obviously, again, it's an alpha, but who knows? The right person might see this video and be like, oh, okay, hey guys, Henry, Tom, make sure we put this in the full game, So you never know, right? Another huge downfall I noticed with the alpha, again, I understand it's an alpha, but again, we're pointing out the things that need to be implemented into the game, right? Is there's no in-game comms, not even a chat. I understand there's no like queuing system. You're only playing with people that's on your friends list at this point, so obviously they're expecting you to have comms, right? So hopefully that's something that gets implemented later on into the game. Now, as far as other things go, I'd say maybe like I noticed when me and my friend are actually questing together that only the party leader got the quest indicator to like show you where to go on the map, and the other person didn't. I think that shouldn't be a thing, right? Both people should have it. But enough talking about the bad. I wanted to put the bad up front because, well, there wasn't a lot, to be honest. In the alpha, I didn't experience any bugs at all. Like, I think I had a frame drop once or twice in a 9-hour gameplay. However, I will mention my friend that discovered the game originally said that his game kept crashing. So, I'm not sure. I met another guy, and we played for about 3 or 4 hours today, and neither of us had an issue. So, for an alpha, overall, I'm going to say it's pretty well freaking polished. It was great. It's awesome. Actually, right here, get ready. We're going to show you a combo here in a few seconds. See that ready symbol? My friend's using shock, and it combos with heat. I just comboed. He just comboed off of me, and bada bing, bada boom. That's how comboing works. So, well, I'll explain it. There's several different elements. I don't know all of them. There's like heat, shock, poison, etc., right? Void, and each element has 2 elements that it combos off of. So for example, I'm using a heat axe. It combos off of shock and poison. So as I'm attacking the enemy, I get I get 6 stacks of heat, and then a ready symbol will pop up for my friend. And if he's using shock or poison, he can hit R, right? The R skill specifically, to combo off of me and deal massive amount of damage. It's super helpful. This is our second run right here in this dungeon, and the first run was a lot more difficult, and we couldn't beat the last boss here in a few minutes that you're gonna see. So when we came back with tier 3 weapons, legendary weapons, might I add, it was much easier. Overall, like I said, the game was amazing. It was super fun. Obviously, I played it for 9 hours and didn't stop, so that has to show you something. I'm kind of curious to see where they take this game, as far as, like, you know, the co-op and the multiplayer goes. It's interesting the approach they took to this game. See, so it is an ARPG, right? It's an action RPG. You have the RPG elements as far as kind of like a class, right? Based on the weapon you use. Very similar to what New World's going to be using, right? It's a pretty cool mechanic and idea, and it's simple, but it works. And the way that they did it works really well. So eventually, in the full game, I see you being able to play and use any weapon in the game. You're eventually going to unlock everything. Just the way that things are set up, I mean, well, I take that back. I don't know how big the game's going to be when it fully drops, so you might not. But between actually just playing the game, doing the dungeons, finding these chests, they have like chests throughout the game. Side note, very good way to get legendary materials to get your higher tier weapons and armor. So keep that in mind when you're farming for your legendary materials, such as like wood and iron and all this. I know I say iron weird, so, you know, don't mock me on it. Well, you can, whatever. Drop a comment, like, it helps the video. But y'all get what I'm saying. It's a very good way to get those materials, because they are a little difficult to find. Now, I do want to mention one trick. Do you see how I have this bedroll set up right here? My friend's also got one set up at the other corner. Now, what we do is, if we get really low on life and, well, it takes forever for shield to regen with the way consumables are set up, and I didn't have, like, I have a heal, but long story short, what we will do is one will distract while the other one runs to a bedroll, and we'll go to sleep real quick. And actually, you can see it in action right here. We'll rest up, we'll get full life, and in this process, your shield is still regenerating. So it's kind of a, you know, double win there. I know I hit the fire, that kind of sucks, but I was ready to kill this guy. This was actually the last dungeon in the alpha that we had to complete. We had already completed all the other story missions or story quests, and this was the only thing left. It was a lot of fun, and honestly, when the game drops, I highly recommend it. Well, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe for more content. I definitely plan on covering content on this game once it drops. And y'all have a great day or night, wherever you're at. Deuces.